Back to eveRIAthing. I'll make a huge thank you to the audience. I see some old and new faces in the crowd, and I also want to make a huge thank you to Zaldi Rodriguez, Rolly, and Benilda Fortaleza for giving me this beautiful set, and of course Ray and Sally Fortaleza of the Ray Fort Music Group for giving me the opportunity to come up with this show. I'm really, really so happy to be here, and you know, lately we've been talking a lot about inspiration and things like that, so if you know someone who you think should inspire others, you know, someone that wants to be in the show, or if you think that you should be in the show, feel free to send us an email at eveRIAthing.com, and who knows, you could be sitting in this chair next week. Also, we'll be having, the show concept is just about showcasing really talented youth and young adults and people who have accomplished really good things in their lives or overcome tough challenges. And we are also going to have like a little advice corner where I can answer anyone's questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to also shoot me an email. And we'll also have performances. We'll be going around touring places and all kinds of things like that. So I hope you keep watching and stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
One day. They're not gonna keep me down, they're not gonna shut me out, they're gonna do what they do, outdo me. I'm moving against the crowd, I'm drowning out their doubt, they're gonna do what they do, outdo. Something original, be unforgettable, they're gonna know my name. I'll make you a believer, I got this I need it. Don't try to tell me I can't. I'm right
have a guest with us who is a huge fan of technology. He's a transit user, a researcher, a community service advocate, a very gifted writer, and he was also the youngest person in the Surrey Top 25 Under 25 list in 2012. He's also a registered member of Canada's Gifted Children, so please help me to introduce Daryl Dela Cruz.
Hi.
How are you?
Good today.
That's good. It's really great. I heard that actually when you were younger, you could, at 18 months, you could already read or tell stories from memory, right?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I have some pretty good memories from when I was young. It's must be something that comes with me. I'm not sure where it comes from, but I will admit I do have a really good memory.
Yeah, that's really good, especially for school, and I bet it really helps out when you're studying for tests and stuff, right?
Perhaps, yeah. I find that if I get the right study method, say for example, supplementing text with audio, having things read out to me, I can remember things just through one run, one review. I don't know if anyone else can do that, but whatever your memory skill, your aptness is in remembering things, it might help to have things read out to you.
Yeah.
Read things out loud. Search up those statistics online. It's something I do regularly to bring myself forward, to get to know things like psychology.
Yeah, psychology seems really cool. I want to study that in university myself. So career-wise, you're looking at a political kind of position.
Yes, political influence, possibly in some political freelance writing. Get people to hear me, since I obviously make use of my full potential. My involvement, I'm already far ahead, and I can go even further than that. So.
And I understand that you're also a really gifted writer as well, right?
It's something I'm looking into for a career, perhaps. So I've actually been talking with some people, making connections in that field. So hopefully I can move forward with a well-grounded career in writing. Yes, in freelance writing, political writing, writing about topics that people will care about.
What kind of writing would you do? Would you like novels,
Novels,
cover stories?
No, I'm looking at publishing some columns, opinion pieces. Get some influential pieces out, and maybe once in a while I'll write a few stories, although I honestly don't have any ideas
Just be
for that at
heard.
the moment.
Yeah. And I know you're also really multi-talented, and you're really good with school. You're a straight-A student. You've had honors since elementary.
So I'm gonna take my studies further, but it looks like we live in an information age. I can find out a lot on my own, and that's how I brought myself forward. I often teach myself. Some of my biggest assets have been taught myself, which have brought me connections in places like the tech world, the anime world, the convention world. So it's pretty.
And I hear, speaking of anime, I do hear you're also a video editor, right? And you like to edit videos and things like that. I've seen your YouTube.
Yeah, I've made a couple of AMVs for anime music videos for contests. That's a more personalized hobby. So I'm actually a pretty diverse person when you look at me and what I do for hobbies. I'm often volunteering for conventions and lending a hand.
That's really cool, because I edit videos as well, and I used to also make AMVs in the past, yeah.
What?
Yeah, believe it or not, coming from me, yeah.
Really?
I used Sony Vegas. How about you?
Well, that's the same thing.
Yeah, nice.
Moving forward with
Yeah.
that program, it's pretty useful once you
Yeah.
hang out on your own.
And of course, it comes to with projects, I'm sure also in your political things, and even when you were in school, it'll come
Actually,
in
those
handy for
skills I
projects.
have carried on. Lately,
Yeah.
I've been working on some animation videos for Better Surrey Rapid Transit,
That's
and I
really
think those have gone on pretty well.
So tell me, I understand that growing up, you started really getting into all the transit and things like that because you would get toy cars and stuff like that. What was it about it that really interested you?
That influenced me into getting into transportation, but I've always been fascinated with the way things are moved around in our world. So cars, trains, planes, and honestly, you catch me at home one day, I'm gonna be looking at videos of train systems in Japan and what some of the people call a densha otaku.
Yeah.
Yeah, densha stands for electric trains. Yeah, honestly, there's people like that, and I'm probably one of them. So.
And I bet you're a really busy guy. What does your average day look like normally?
I don't think I have a consistent day that I can tell you about, actually, since my day is pretty hectic with the amount of things I've been involved in. Most lately, it's been of conventions that are coming up, some of which I'm working at. Depending on some time of the day, I may allocate some time for my website building. I allocate a lot of time for media entertainment, and because of the state of being totally connected, that I created in my life. I recently bought a new tablet PC. I don't really have any consistency in my schedule, but that's okay. As long as I get things done by a certain date, life works.
That's good, that's good. If you could wish for like one thing that to affect the whole world right now, like what would it be?
We have the resources to solve all the world problems. We could solve the world's greatest problems, especially with climate change, if we had enough will to pursue innovation, to pursue the technologies, to pursue the things that could get our world moving forward from these issues.
And I can definitely see you becoming very successful in your life, but how about you personally? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Where do I see myself 5 years from now? Well, if I'm not finally in Japan, which has been one of my personal dreams for a while, I'm probably going to have a pretty well established position with a nice blog and writing for the Vancouver news outlets, blogs that deal with other issues in, say, the tech community.
And it's really inspiring to have you come in today because you're so young, but you're working so hard towards your passion and you've achieved so much. Do you have any special message for people to help and inspire them as well?
Start now. Start now. Well, be careful what you wish for, but just start now. I think that from a song that from Hard for Fighting, but I think those would be some pretty appropriate words for today. My blog, as I mentioned earlier, is darylvsworld.wordpress.com, and that's my personal blog website. You'll see me talking about a number of topics on local advocacy. Sometimes I'll divulge. I recently did a topic about the newest song by Korean singer Psy. I'm actually quite pleased with it, so maybe you'll find that opinion interesting. And of course, my main advocacy site at Better Surrey Rapid Transit is located at skytrainforsurrey.org, and that's the biggest thing I've done so far. If you want to look into that, what I've done there, the site to go to is skytrainforsurrey.org.
Well, thank you for coming here to talk with me today, and it's really an honor to have you here because I know you're a busy guy and you're really active in the community. It was really nice to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. As long as I can get here from the metro, I'm everywhere, honestly.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Daryl Dela Cruz, everybody. Now, I actually have something for you so that, when you become, really big in like the world and the industry, hopefully you won't forget this show. So we have a shirt that we made.
Oh.
Here you go. As a little token of our gratitude. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really impressive there.
Yeah. So yeah, I wish you all the best in your career and what you're doing, and just keep up all the good work, and hopefully your initiative goes perfectly as planned.
Some things go as planned, some things don't, but you just keep going, right?
Keep moving forward like a sky train.
Yeah. Keep moving forward at 80 kilometers an hour and no less.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey guys, it's Ria, and a lot of people have been asking me about what kind of schedule I have, and it's pretty busy and crazy, but I thought I'd talk about it a little bit. Of course, aside from my little career, I also am still in school in grade 10, and there's lots of homework, and there's lots of tests, and there's lots of projects, and in a few weeks I'll be doing provincials. But anyways, aside from my schoolwork, I can always cheer up by seeing my friends, and of course working with my career on the side. And I also like to record for my TV show, eveRIAthing. And aside from that, I also love to record covers and practice making my own songs, playing the piano, playing the guitar. And of course, I also have to do photo shoots here and there. And at the end of the day, of course, aside from all my busyness, I'm going to check my social networking, all my Facebook, all my tweets, all of that stuff. But of course, when I go to bed at night, I have to sleep early because I still have to work out 3 times a week. And as hard as it is to wake up in the morning, I still gotta wake up really early at 5 or 4. If it's a good day, I'll probably wake up at 4. And then I'll work out in my living room, and sometimes you can really feel the burn, and sometimes I'll fall over, and sometimes I'll sob and cry because of the pain. But in the end it's worth it, because as soon as I'm done, I'm all I feel really good about myself because I feel fit and I feel healthy. But as you know, there's only 24 hours in a day, and I'm only 15, and I still gotta try my best to get as much sleep as possible, but To be completely honest with you, most days I probably have like 6 or 7 hours of sleep. And so today I kind of wanted to talk about time management because it's going to come really handy in a lot of things, especially with the career I have. I really want to learn to manage my time properly. And making a schedule that's pretty organized is a pretty hard thing, and I wish I had a pretty organized schedule, but it's really hard for me to, put everything together so that I know what exactly I'm going to do throughout the day. I mean, most of the time, I don't know what's messier, the schedule or my hair. But usually on days that I have performances or if I come home from school, I'll come home and then I'll graze a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to doing my schoolwork or doing a bunch of music before I proceed to other stuff. And of course, if I'm going somewhere special after, like a party or even a performance, I've always got to stop, and then I gotta do the hair, and I gotta do the makeup, and I gotta spray on the beautiful perfume, and I gotta get ready because I gotta make sure that I'm okay. And on most days I'm really tired because school can be really long and really tedious, and if performances are coming up, then I've definitely got to carry around my guitar, and I got to carry on this luggage, and I got to carry on a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, I feel really good about myself because I love performing, and as long as I know that my day was productive, then I have no regrets whatsoever. And sometimes once in a while it can be a little stressful, and sometimes it makes me really sad and tired. But the best that you can do is just relax, stay calm, because in the end it's awesome! So today with time management, I am going to talk about 4 little tips that hopefully can help you with managing your time as well. Now the first tip that I have is definitely to know what you're doing ahead of time. We're going to take planning with an advantage, and I think you should get a planner or something that you can organize everything with, because it's a lot easier. And I get something that's compact so you can bring it with you everywhere. Number 2 that I have learned from school myself is to do things ahead of time, because you do not want to procrastinate, because next thing you know, it's going to be 3 days to the last day of school and you have 5 exams to take and you're going to freak out and oh my gosh, it is not cute. Number 3 is definitely to pick carefully what you're going to do, because we only have 24 hours in a day, and in 24 hours you can only do how many things, right? And so if you have to cook something, and if you have to cook dinner, but you have to do homework, or if you're going to your friend's house but you have music lessons 30 minutes after, you really got to think wisely what exactly you want to do. You want to make sure that you do everything in advance, and then maybe that way you might not have 2 things to do in one day. But if that ever does happen, definitely prioritize what you're going to do, because whatever's more important is probably the one you should do first. So tip 4 doesn't always apply to everything, but it's definitely also a good strategy, and that is to always have a plan B. Because, sometimes it's kind of lame when you get so excited for a certain day and then something gets canceled and you get kind of bummed, and you wanted that weekend to be so fun. You still can make it that fun. Sometimes if I'm bored and if something gets canceled and I'm left at home alone, I have karaoke, especially if I'm by myself, karaoke all night, or I paint, or I draw, write stories. There's definitely tons of different kinds of ways to get out of a boring weekend, and definitely if worst comes to worst, the perfect remedy is always sleeping. Now the final piece of advice that I want to make is definitely to just remain as calm as you can before you go to bed and relax, because with time management, sometimes we can all get really busy and get stressed over all the things you have to do in such little time. But you don't want to go to sleep stressed, because you're going to be tossing and turning, and you're going to just be laying in your bed for hours thinking, oh my gosh, I need to do my schoolwork. Gosh, oh my gosh. Oh no, I still have to do this. I have to go to work early. Oh dear. It could get crazy. But if you just relax yourself and count to 10 and count all the sheep that pass by and just close your eyes and go to sleep. And when you wake up, you'll feel fine and you'll feel good about yourself. And then you can start all over because it's a brand new day, and then once again you can manage your time. Every day is different, and you got all different things in every single day. We don't know what's going to come for us every day. So that's what I have to say for now, and I really hope that this helps you with time management. Let me know how it goes. You can shoot me an email, you can message me on Facebook, or you can tweet me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys soon. Come on.
Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today? Thank you so much, David, for the fabulous introduction. I'm so happy to be back here. I was here last year and I won the championship for the youth division, and I think it's really nice to have these contests. I think that all of us people in the area in Maple Ridge and even from other cities too are so lucky that our country is so supportive of all of our dreams.
Bye bye, bye bye, yeah, they took turns laying the roads down. Threw a handful of dirt into the deep ground. See the lights, see the party, the ball gown. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. This one's for the girls who have never had a broken heart, who have wished upon a shooting star.
I want to just say thank you so much to Peggy for inviting me to be here, and thank you of course to Ridgemeadows Got Talent and everyone in the staff that worked towards this for letting me film this for my show, and of course to the support of all of the parents of everyone here.
Right next to you, that Silverado with our hands flying in the wind. We snuck out at 2 a.m. We it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know. No play. I'm now waking up tomorrow morning and finding that there's nobody there. Darling, there's no way. There was no ransom to be paid. No salt and sun, no wine and tasted. Don't pay no mind to the demons that fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. And all the love that makes you go around. Thank God for the kind of lights that welcome you back in when you were down. So get
A bit of a
out.
wait, but I'm really excited. The lineup is so great this year, so much talent, and it's definitely, I'm already blown away with the youth. I can't wait to see what the adults have.
Tobias, what a story you will tell when you set off to sail. With endurance you'll prevail. Understand you have
pageant. Really good idea. Hi. That's the part.
Well, wasn't that a fantastic show? So thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll see you again next year for Ridgemeadows Got Talent 2014.